Good morning. Coming back from the break there, everybody. It's called the Business to Business Network Show. My name is Rex Parry. And if you're just waking up and turning on your radio, we are doing high-speed networking on the air every week. Our co-host is
Jeff Obrasky, Homeowners Financial Group.
Talking real estate, wrapping real estate in the Valley of the Sun. Our next guest is David. Give us your last name. Introduce yourself.
Hey, David Crozier, Coldwell banker out of Cave Creek, Carefree, North Scottsdale area.
You got an interesting background. Kind of introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, thanks, Rex. Kind of the brief story is I had a liberal arts degree out of the Midwest, went to D.C. afterwards to make the world a better place. That didn't work out as well as I'd hoped over time.
It is a better place.
It is a better place. Thank you, my friend. Had a great career, hooked up with a lot of nonprofit organizations out of D.C., got involved in the marketing, PR, communications area. I think I did make the world a little bit better along the way, and moved to Arizona in 2003. Came out here with my wife just to enjoy the good life, Arizona style, as many of us do. Chose the Cave Creek area for the mountains, the views, and the golf courses, and all the rest. And in 2005, at the beginning of the boom, decided to get into real estate.
And you bring that advertising background and that marketing and that branding concept to your business. Explain that. Describe that.
Well, there's a couple things that I got out of the whole nonprofit world. The first is this idea that we can continue to make the world a better place, even as real estate agents. We're helping families one family at a time, and I know all the good agents in the room would agree with the idea that mission comes before commission. It really is all about helping people make really, really important decisions in their lives, and you take that seriously, and good things will eventually happen. I did have an opportunity through my earlier career to work shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand with some of the great advertising minds in the country, working on projects that were pretty significant, pretty exciting, pretty important. And along the way, I learned that as advertising people, marketing people approach projects, they all do it exactly the same way. They begin, as your corporate audience will know, with kind of a SWOT analysis. They call it a creative brief. And they'll break down whether it's luxury cars or laundry detergent. What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats associated with any one product?
That's the word SWOT.
SWOT.
The SWOT,
Strengths,
SWOT
weakness.
And he's educating everybody right here. This is important.
Yeah, it's corporate leaders will know it from business planning, but ad agencies do the same thing to create a creative brief. Well, I learned in my real estate practice that I could create a SWOT analysis, a creative brief for every single house that I would list.
Interesting.
Kind of a different approach. I'll sit down with my homeowner and with their help list every last strength that I can come up with, every last advantage, every last thing that the perfect buyer will be seeking. At the same time, I want to identify the weaknesses. Because maybe some we can fix. We can paint the kids' bedrooms that are pink and whatever and do something with those. But if it's something like a Western exposure, well, that may rule out certain buyers, but other people will be very excited about it. You know, our snowbirds, our friends from Wisconsin and Canada will
Thus,
love.
the home we're broadcasting from is very Western.
Absolutely, absolutely. And people are down here for the sun, so what may be a negative to some will be a positive to others.
Coming from Chicago.
And sell them in the winter.
That's right.
So you break all that down and you think really hard about, the bits and pieces that make up the house, and then you step back and think, who's going to be the perfect buyer for this house? I care more about reaching the perfect buyer than I do 300 buyers that won't like the house so much. So I try to get very creative, very experiential, talk about the lifestyle, and help people imagine what it's going to be like to live in the home, not just the list of the appliance brands and all the rest of this stuff. It seems to work.
An important feel on that. Now, you had a major, beautiful listing out, and you work in the North Phoenix, Cave Creek, Carefree area, correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Describe this listing that you've got for us.
Well, I'll actually read the words that I've written.
Okay.
How that might fit, because, again, it's not about the square footage and all of that, although I will set the stage. It is in the community called Montesano at Winfield, which is a very upscale section of North Scottsdale, above Scottsdale Road and Lone Mountain, near the boulders. You can imagine being in the boulders.
Boulders is a beautiful
resort.
area.
Yes, it
This
is.
home, just to kind of visualize the setting, it does side to Winfield Mountain, so you got these amazing rock piles right in back of the house and great vistas. But what I've written about this one, just to kind of capture the idea, is as follows. See if this works for your audience. An inspired contemporary. Pristine, impeccable home offers a gallery-like setting for a life well lived. With a grand entrance, a flowing floor plan, walls of curving windows, cascading natural light, coffered ceilings, and serene views from every room, this custom home will offer the perfect setting for the art collector or entertainer. And then I go on to talk about some of the details that make up this very beautiful home. And I think it captures the essence of the idea. It's as much art gallery as it is a home. And the person with the art collection is going to say, wow, I really need to see that house. That's the one for me.
What's the list price on this one?
That one is at $1.325.
Beautiful home.
We're not yet on the MLS, so you'll want to call me, David Crozier.
Let's get the phone number.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the shameless plug. 480-748-8890. And my website, if I may, is www.thegoodlifeaz.com. And you can find me there anytime.
And Jeff, those individuals buying this type of home a lot of times just pay cash.
Well, yeah, but that's $1.3 million. It's not $4 million.
Yeah.
And you're seeing more people come back and finance in that area. And financing in the jumbo market's gotten more aggressive, especially under the $2 million level. We can do that home with probably as little as 10 or 15% down, believe it or not.
And incredibly historic low rates.
And rates are cheap. I mean, the ARM rates are in the mid to low threes. And your 30-year fixed, even on a jumbo, is right around 4%.
Incredible.
With no points.
Now, we want to touch on one subject that we want to educate about, estimating value per square foot.
Okay.
Tell us your feelings on that.
Well, I have an opinion.
And we got about 60 seconds. So.
Sure. Lots of people, lots of buyers and lots of agents are fixed myopically about cost per square foot as if it's the be and end all of every home, the ultimate value statement. And frankly, it's the worst statistic that we have in real estate. It says nothing about views. It says nothing about amenities, nothing about the kitchen, nothing about the quality, nothing about the pool, nothing about anything more than price divided by the size of the slab. And to me, it just doesn't make a lot of sense that everybody focuses only on that. I don't know any buyers that want to buy an average house in an average community for an average price. Everybody wants something special, and cost per square foot just doesn't tell us anything about that.
That's why we work with a great agent. Phone number again, David.
David Crozier, call the banker, 480-748-8890.
And that website.
thegoodlifeaz.com.
Excellent. And Jeff.
It's Jeff Obrasky, 602-445-9094.
Get your financing done. Get pre-qualified. Find out what you can or can't do. Everybody stay tuned. We got to do another break here. 123bz.com.